Abracadabra, hocus pocus. Let's start this review off right. Stay focused. What's going on, people? It's your boy K, and I'm back with another movie review for you. This time, Now You See Me 2. It's the sequel to the 2013 film Now You See Me, which, by the way, if you don't know nothing about me, know this one thing. I really enjoyed that movie. I fucking loved it. I thought it was a good movie. I loved the pacing. I loved, just the camaraderie. I loved the whole magic, angle. Because I like magic. I really do. I enjoy David Blaine and all these other fuckboys who do all this magic stuff and, almost on the edge of dying. So I enjoy that stuff. So when the sequel came along, I said, let's do it. You know what I mean? I don't understand why you have to have a sequel to this movie. It doesn't seem like it's sequel worthy. It just seems like an offshoot, one-shot film that I enjoy, that I think some people would enjoy. And that's about it. It's nothing really sequel-ish, if that's a word, about Now You See Me. Now You See Me 2 picks off where Now You See Me 1 left off, which is pretty much, and this might be a spoiler. I'm going to try not to spoil this film, because one thing about this film that you need to know is that it's filled with spoilers, and I'm going to be very vague about things I'm talking about. Don't worry, if you watch the film, you're going to understand exactly what I mean. But I'm going to be very vague because I don't want to compromise the ending of the movie, which is like the crescendo of what this is all about. Because I'll explain to you when I get there, but I'm going to be very vague right now. So basically, the premise starts off with Mark Ruffalo is still in the FBI in this movie. That might be a spoiler right there. But I have to say that to get to other stuff about the film. Now, he's still in the FBI. Now, if you saw the first one, you know that he's part of the Four Horsemen. He's part of the Eye, or whatever it's called. And, he set up these Four Horsemen to do this mission in the first one. And they didn't know that was him behind the scenes pulling the strings, so to speak. But now he's still in the FBI, but there comes a problem because the Four Horsemen are still loose and they're still doing tricks and stuff like that, and the FBI is still, on their ass. And one FBI agent in particular starts to suspect that Mark Ruffalo might be a bigger piece of the puzzle involving the Four Horsemen. One guy figures that out. And due to some circumstantial events, they finally figure out that Mark Ruffalo is a part of the Eye and part of the whole secret society of magicians, or whatever you want to call it. And now he's on the run with the Four Horsemen, and the Four Horsemen are on this mission to get some type of device, MacGuffin, whatever you want to call it, to a bad guy. Some type of computer device that tells them, stock tips and all types of, fuck gadget stuff, which helps rich people stay richer. You know the dumb shit I'm talking about. It's a MacGuffin. But they have to get this thing, give it to the bad guy so they can clear their name for, something that transpires in the film. I'm trying to be very vague. I don't want to give away too much that's going on in this film. So basically, the movie kind of starts becoming a heist movie where you see them having to break into places, and I thought some of that was pretty incredible to watch. Now, like I said, in general, I don't know why there was a sequel to this movie, but they decided to make it anyway. So here I go with my thoughts on the film Now You See Me 2. Let's just start with the acting. I thought the acting was pretty good. I thought Jesse Eisenberg was good. Morgan Freeman is always outstanding. Mark Ruffalo was good. The acting is good. It's solid all around. That's not really a problem with the film. They have superb actors, and they're all good at what they do. They all feel like the Four Horsemen really feel like a real team. It really feels organic. It doesn't feel forced when they're talking to each other. When you see Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg interacting, it feels natural. Everything feels natural with this group, which is part of the reason why I like the film. Now, I will say this. There's a new member of the group I forget her name in the movie, but she's played by an actress called I believe Lizzie Kaplan. She plays sort of the female in this film, because the last female, I forget her name from the first one. It's established in the movie that she had a falling out with the Four Horsemen, and she's doing her own thing now. So this person Lizzie Kaplan is playing is not that person. So don't get that in your mind. She's a new character. She comes into the film, and she wants to be part of the Eye, or whatever it's called. Yeah, the Eye. She wants to be a part of it. Now, like I said, she's great. Her acting is great. There's some surprises going on in the film. Like, let's just say there's one character in the film that has a twin brother. You find out about that. I'm not going to spoil who it is, but there's somebody that has like a twin brother. So this person is actually playing two roles in the movie. We also have Daniel Radcliffe in the movie. Yeah, that guy, Harry Potter. He plays some type of baddie, and I don't want to give away really what he's all about, because he has something personal going on in the film. So I'm not going to get too much into that. That'll be a spoiler. I'm really going to do a spoiler-free review of this at some point next week, because I really have to talk about this film in detail. I can't really give you the real juice of what I want to say right now, but I'm gonna try it, right? So in terms of the effects, the magic, faker than ever. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh shit, that's some real shit that can really happen in real life. No, it cannot happen in real. This magic that's going on in this film ain't gonna happen in real life. This is really fantasy magic. So get that out your head if you coming into this film thinking that you're gonna see some real David Copperfield, or some real Harry Houdini shit. No. You're gonna see some fake ass magic, and that's gonna bother some people. And to some people that might be okay. To me, I didn't really mind it too much, even though there was a lot of moments where it was too convenient for the magic to happen in a way that it did. I can't really get into what I'm trying to say, but I felt like sometimes it was too convenient for them to get out of situations. Ultimately, I enjoyed the film, but I did. This is one of these films where I enjoyed it mostly because I thought the pacing was good. And I thought, the interaction between the horsemen were good. But I did have a small little trepidation. The plot is kind of just a little bit too much to handle at times. And I wish I could spoil what I really want to say, because there's something I really want to say about this ending. And this is one of these endings. If you saw the first one, the way it ended in the first one, the same way it kind of ends in this one, where there's a person that reveals everything, that reveals how the trick was done, how everything was happening. It's kind of like a Saw or a Scream moment where they at the end of the movie they explaining everything. And when they get to the explanation, when it gets to the big revelation about what this is all about, I fucking said, what the hell? What the hell? Like, I wish I could talk more about it, but I can't, because I'll be spoiling the film. But it's one of these endings where I'm like, not only is it a cop-out, which I hate more than hell, is a cop-out. It's one of these endings where it's like, then what the hell was the purpose of any of this? What the hell was the purpose of this movie? What the hell was the purpose of the last movie? What the hell is the purpose? Like, what is the purpose? I'm starting to, I'm going to tell you right now, I do recommend this film. I'm saying I don't understand the purpose. I don't want to see a third one. I'll tell you that right now. And the only reason why I enjoy these films is because, one, I feel like the pacing is good. I feel like the acting is really good. I feel like the writing is pretty good. You know, I feel like a lot of this is on a mindless entertainment factor, and I know that's kind of an excuse what I'm trying to say right there, because basically what I'm trying to say is one of these movies where you can just shut your brain off and take your brain out your head, throw it somewhere, and just have a fun time. And I usually hate when I hear people say that, because it's like, no, I'm going to keep my fucking brain on and really watch this film. But it's one of these films where, like I said, all this magic shit is so fake that you just have to go along with some of this shit. You just have to go, okay, fuck it. Yeah, a person could just fall in a bath of water and just disappear. You know, people could just fling cards, and it goes in one hand, and they can fling it, and they can put it underneath the fucking collar and the shirt, and it can go all the way over here. And you have to go with some of that shit. But it was jarring at times. At times, I did feel like the special effects and the magic ultimately was too convenient for the plot. Every time they need to get away from something, the magic happens. And I get it. That's part of the appeal of the film. And that's what I like about the first one. But it'll be times when they could do magic, but they don't do magic. And they do magic, and the magic was sometimes inconsistent with what the hell is going on with the film. And like I said, I wish I could talk more about this ending, because this ending, it really sets back everything that I thought I understood about the first movie, about the about this movie. Ultimately, it's just one of those endings where it's just you could have thought about something more. It's one of those endings. You know what it is? It's one of those endings where you know for a fact that the studios did not even think that there was going to be a sequel to this movie. It's one of those endings where they just said, we got to come up with something really outrageous and off the chart, and it fucks up the motivations of one character in particular, and some other characters too. It's just a real flimsy ending. It kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, because at first I was thinking that the movie was kind of on par with the first one. I'll just say that. I thought, it wasn't as great pacing as the previous film. I thought, in my personal opinion, I thought the pacing, especially in the beginning, because the beginning it tries to really talk about a situation in the beginning of the movie, which the only way you would understand what that beginning was talking about is if you had seen the previous movie, because the beginning of the movie talks about the death of Mark Ruffalo's father and how he died in a magic trick. I'll put a spoiler right there. I know that I just spoiled something. I know, but that's what it talks about, and that was referring to the events that happened in the first movie. Yeah, all the acting is good. Morgan Freeman, Daniel Radcliffe, Michael Caine, Woody Harrelson, putting in double overtime. What else? Jesse Eisenberg. They all good. All great acting. All great performances. David Franco has more to do in this film, so if you like him, he's more into this film. Actually, there's a big reveal about him a little bit too. As you may or may not know, something happened to him in the first movie, and it bleeds over to this film. All the acting is good. I thought the pacing was pretty good. I thought it was kind of fun to watch all the magic tricks and watch ultimately a heist film, because all these films turn to heist / Fast and Furious films. So ultimately, I enjoyed the film. I just had problems with that ending, which I can't talk about, and certain motivational problems going on as well, which I can't really get into. But as for Now You See Me Part 2, I'm going to give this movie a see it stamp of approval. Yeah, I enjoyed it more often than not, even though I fucking really despise that ending. I wish I could talk about it more. I probably will in a spoiler-filled review. All right? I'm Kay. Remember, like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know if you're going to see this movie Now You See Me 2. Did you see the previous film? What did you think about it? Just comment anything, all right? I'm Kay, and I'm out.